Welcome back to Feisty Chess. It's been a while. I'm playing Only Chess with Gleb 6 Let in a 10-5 game. We're going to come back with our Vienna game and play the Paulson attack if we get to that point. And it looks like we won't. Knight f6 would be kind of what I consider the main line there. The mirror idea, knight c6. This is a little bit of a trap. Bishop c4. If black goes bishop c5, I get a really good game with queen to g4. I've won a lot of games. It's a very trappy line. Black has to be very careful there. We do have a strong opponent. Gleb 6-let is 2298. So here he's threatening to take on e4 with a fork trick. So we defend that again with d3. I'm planning on getting f4 in. Bishop c5 is the main move here. He's going for bishop b4. I know black can sack a piece in this line. I'm going to play f4 anyway. I know it's a good way to go about this. If I have to figure out some combinations, I'll do that when time comes to it. He now can play d5, since he's pinning my c3 knight. He goes for that. Okay, I've got f takes e4, f takes e5, should say. Then knight takes e5, or f takes e4, knight takes e5, bishop b5 check. And then I can back away. I don't know that that looks very good. It's also just taking with the pawn. Taking on d5, I should say. Bishop b5 makes some sense. I could also take with the bishop. Okay, I'm going for bishop b5. If he pushes e4, d4, I've always got a3 and then b4, which might cost me a pawn, but I'll get the two bishops if it does. There's also ideas of f takes e4, hitting that knight. Okay, he's going for this. This looks kind of strangely symmetrical. Knight e2 looks called for here. Should be fine. It's getting a little bit hairy. He's got ideas of d3 coming in. Sorry, e3. e3 though, and castles. And I think I should hold that. Right now I'm threatening d takes e4. Yeah, I needed to support c3 here. Bishop d2 would not have done, because then e3 hits. And I have to take that, and then he's got knight takes here, pawn takes, bishop takes with a fork, and he's going to win the exchange. And I've got the pawn, I'll have the bishop pair. Maybe I should have considered that. But I think I lose my... I wouldn't lose my castling rights necessarily, but it didn't look very comfortable. Okay. He's saying go ahead and take my pawn. Okay, now I can give up the bishop pair to try and hang on to this pawn a little longer. I don't think I'll be hanging on to that pawn anyway, though. I guess I've got d3. d4, sorry. I've got d4. Lots of possibilities here. If I just make a nice big center, that looks good. Yeah. Now if he tries to take with a knight, I can take with the pawn. Trades on c3, I'll take with the pawn. Hit his bishop has to drop back here. And once I castle, I gotta imagine white's better. I've got such a nice share of the center there. Okay. I can't castle here, can I? Bishop d2 is no good either because of d3, e3. Queen d2 might be the only way. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Black's got us under some pressure, under some time pressure too. Fortunately, our bishop still covers this. He takes. We don't have to take with the king or the queen. Both of those would be disaster. Although I'm not sure the king would be disaster. Okay, here's the plan. Oh, now I see the rub. Okay, we're going to have to take with that king, aren't we? Oh, but that's no good. It's no good at all. I think this is resignable. After bishop takes e2. Yeah, we can't take with the king because of this fork on f4. So I have to take with the queen. There's some other option here? Now this is just devastating. Knight takes. Knight takes is just devastating. Well, I hope he's considering bishop takes. That would be a huge error. Whew, ouch. I have to look at this. I need to learn this better. I should know this opening. Oh, look at this. Unexpected. Unexpected cruelty. This might not be the ideal play, however. D4 or D3? That's got to be D3. I think you let me off the hook. I think knight takes c3 was the obvious winner there. Now I'm hitting the bishop. If he goes knight takes, queen takes bishop. So I'm missing. Oh, he's got a mate. He's got a mate on d1, doesn't he? Whew. Well, it was brutal. There's nothing better, honestly. Here comes the mate. Well played, Gleb Sixlet. Let's look at where I went wrong. Jump to the analysis board. Okay. I like Lichess because it gives you that database every time. Bishop b4. Second most common move here. Knight e2 is the right response immediately. f4 is possible. I know it's possible in a book I've read, but that book is somewhat dated. And what does the engine think here? Ooh, no, it's not possible. That's just dropping a pawn. Did he handle it the best way? Yeah, d5. And things just kind of slowly got worse here. I keep losing half a pawn every other turn. Knight e2. I just take that knight off before it causes too much trouble. There's the big mistake. Bishop takes c6 would have been better. What about this? Queen h4, I suppose. So get rid of this knight. White's already worse here. If I get rid of this knight, then I can just castle. And knight takes c3. B takes c3. Oh, you can just take there anyway because there's this fork. And black is up a pawn. But actually, white's got some play. Oh, take your pick. Which pawn? Oh, no. White's got some play here. Bishop d2. Black's up 2 pawns. I'll get one of them back, it looks like. But it's not a very good one. D takes e4, huh? Okay, black is just up a pawn, but man, is that better than the game. Okay, key lesson here. We'll keep this short. The key lesson is on this bishop b4 variation, knight e2 is the line. Let's look further at that. Because we won't make, this is the basic mistake we won't make again. Knight e2. Bishop b4, just support the knight already with b2. Knight to e2. And then if d5, take, knight takes, and we're covered. We can just castle. Okay, things look even. We'll play chess from here. So bishop b4 on move 4, knight e2. I'm a little too bent on playing f4 in these Vienna games. You can't always get it in. So I think it's wise for black to play a line. If white plays a Vienna game, it's wise for black to play a line like this that encourages f4, but only as a trap. Because apparently I'm just worse here after d5, which is the whole point of bishop b4. So if I remember, the point of this is to open up a d5 to get a knight on here on this pin, on either d5 or e4 to pressure that pin. Just remember, support that center with knight e2. Support that c3 point with knight e2. Okay. Hard lesson learned, everyone. Thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of this video, as I did. Check you next time.